This video is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, ASE. It is created solely for educational purposes to help viewers expand their automotive knowledge and prepare for ASE-style topics. For official information, study materials, and certification details, please refer directly to ASE.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really helpful lined up for you. 50 practice multiple-choice questions to test your knowledge and help you study smarter. Whether you're brushing up for an exam, preparing for a certification, or just wanting to strengthen your automotive skills, this video is designed to guide you step by step. Grab a notebook, follow along, and see how many you can get right. Let's dive in and start learning together.
1. A diesel engine cranks normally but will not start on a cold morning. Battery voltage is good, which is most likely A. Failed throttle position sensor. B. Inoperative glow plug system. C. Stuck open EGR valve. D. Restricted air filter. Answer: B. Inoperative glow plug system. Explanation: cold starts require preheat. Faulty glow plugs, relay, or module prevent adequate chamber temperature for ignition. 2. A customer reports hard starts only after sitting overnight. Fuel rail pressure builds slowly during cranking. What is most likely? A. High-pressure pump seized. B. Leaking injector return, excessive leak-off. C. Stuck closed EGR valve. D. Failed map sensor. Answer: B. Leaking injector return, excessive leak-off. Explanation: excessive return fuel bleeds rail pressure during cranking, causing long crank after soak. 3. Technician A says modern common rail diesels use very high injection pressure to improve atomization. Technician B says common rail pressure is commanded independent of engine speed or load. Who is correct? A. Only. B. Only. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. Answer: C. Both A and B. Explanation: common rail systems maintain high pressures, often 20,000 to 35,000 plus psi, and control pressure independent of engine speed. 4. Which reading indicates a faulty glow plug on a 12-volt system when measured directly at the plug, engine off, unplugged? A. 0.2 to 0.8 ohms. B. 5 to 10 ohms. C. OL, open circuit. D. minus 0.2 ohms. Answer: C. OL, open circuit. Explanation: good glow plugs are low resistance, typically less than 1 ohm. OL means open circuit, failed element. 5. White smoke on cold start that quickly clears most commonly indicates A. Excess fuel due to stuck injector. B. Coolant burning. C. Unburned fuel from low cylinder temperature. D. Engine oil burning. Answer: C. Unburned fuel from low cylinder temperature. Explanation: cold cylinders or poor preheat cause incomplete combustion, white vapor, that clears as the engine warms. 6. A variable geometry turbo with a sticking vane mechanism will most likely cause A. Constant overboost at high load only. B. Slow spool, low boost, and possible overboost errors. C. Rich fuel mixture. D. High EGTs at idle only. Answer: B. Slow spool, low boost, and possible overboost errors. Explanation: stuck vanes can't control turbine energy, causing either low boost or uncontrolled boost depending on stuck position. 7. Which sensor pair is critical for diesel air charge calculation? A. TPS and O2. B. MAF and MAP. C. CKP and CMP only. D. IAT and coolant temp only. Answer: B. MAF and MAP. Explanation: diesel fueling is air limited. ECM uses MAF and MAP plus IAT and ECT to determine allowable fuel. 8. A real pressure sensor shows desired 28,000 psi and actual 12,000 psi during a snap throttle. No misfire counters increment. What should be checked first? A. Low pressure or lift pump supply. B. EGT sensors. C. DPF differential pressure sensor. D. Crank sensor tone wheel. Answer: A. Low pressure or lift pump supply. Explanation: if supply is aerated or restricted, the high-pressure pump cannot reach commanded rail pressure. 9. The purpose of a diesel DOC, diesel oxidation catalyst, is to A. Capture NOx, B. Convert NO to NO2 only, C. Oxidize CO and HC and help generate heat for DPF, D. Store oxygen for lean spikes. Answer: C. Oxidize CO and HC and help generate heat for DPF. Explanation: the DOC oxidizes pollutants and raises exhaust temperature, aiding passive or active regeneration. 10. A DPF that requires frequent active regens and shows high differential pressure at modest load most likely indicates A. Failed DEF pump, B. Plugged DPF or sensor or line fault, C. Stuck open thermostat, D. Weak turbo actuator. Answer: B. Plugged DPF or sensor or line fault. Explanation: excessive back pressure suggests soot or ash accumulation or faulty differential pressure measurement.
11. What is the primary role of DEF in SCR systems? A. Lower soot formation in cylinder. B. Provide oxygen for regen. C. Reduce NOx to N2 and H2O in the SCR catalyst. D. Trap PM in the DPF. Answer: C. Reduce NOx to N2 and H2O in the SCR catalyst. Explanation: DEF decomposes to ammonia, reacting with NOx over the SCR to yield nitrogen and water. 12. A diesel engine exhibits black smoke under acceleration. Which is most likely? A. Too much EGR flow. B. Low boost due to CAC, intercooler leak. C. Coolant leak into cylinder. D. Overly advanced injection timing. Answer: B. Low boost due to CAC leak, intercooler leak. Explanation: air shortage with normal fueling yields rich mixture equivalent, black smoke. 13. Compared to gasoline engines, light diesel engines typically have A. Lower compression ratios. B. Similar compression ratios. C. Higher compression ratios. D. Variable compression ratios. Answer: C. Higher compression ratios. Explanation: compression ignition requires high compression, often 16:1 to 18:1 plus. 14. A crank no-start has good lift pump flow, good rail pressure, but no RPM on the scan tool while cranking. Which is most likely? A. Failed NOx sensor. B. Open glow plug circuit. C. Faulty crankshaft position sensor or circuit. D. Stuck EGR valve. Answer: C. Faulty crankshaft position sensor or circuit. Explanation: without CKP, injection timing is not synchronized. The ECM won't energize injectors. 15. Excessive injector return, or leak-off, is verified by A. Cylinder contribution test. B. Relative compression test. C. Injector balance rate PIDs only. D. Return flow measurement, adiabatic bottles test. Answer: D. Return flow measurement, adiabatic bottles test. Explanation: measured return volume per injector confirms internal leakage. 16.
A glow plug control module sets a code for plausibility, supply voltage low. Where do you check first? A. High-pressure pump connector. B. Battery and main power/ground to the module. C. Def tank heater. D. CAN bus termination. Answer: B. Battery and main power/ground to the module. Explanation: high current preheat requires solid B+ and clean grounds. Voltage drop will set plausibility faults. 17. A scan tool shows EGR commanded 0%, but EGR flow is still detected by MAF drop. Which fault is likely? A. EGR valve stuck partially open. B. EGT sensor drift. C. Def crystallization. D. MAP hose split. Answer: A. EGR valve stuck partially open. Explanation: airflow reduction with command off implies actual EGR leakage. 18. Which test best identifies a weak cylinder without disassembly on a modern diesel? A. Vacuum gauge test. B. Relative compression by starter current RPM variation. C. Cylinder leak down only. D. Fuel trim monitoring. Answer: B. Relative compression by starter current RPM variation. Explanation: scan tool-based relative compression quickly flags low contribution cylinders. 19. Blue smoke on diesel is most associated with A. Overfueling. B. Oil pulled past turbocharger seals. C. Coolant leaking into cylinders. D. Death overdosing. Answer: B. Oil pulled past turbocharger seals. Explanation: high manifold vacuum on diesel or pressure differentials can draw oil through turbo seals, causing blue smoke. 20. A customer uses B20 biodiesel year-round. In cold weather, the truck has restricted fuel flow. The best recommendation is A. Increase DEF ratio. B. Switch to lower biodiesel blend or use winterized fuel. C. Add coolant to warm the tank. D. Lower tire pressure. Answer: B. Switch to lower biodiesel blend or use winterized fuel. Explanation: higher biodiesel blends can gel sooner. Lower blends or winterized diesel prevent cold flow issues. 21. After injector replacement, rail pressure oscillates and the engine surges at idle. What should be performed? A. DPF ash cleaning. B. Injector quantity coating calibration, if required. C. Throttle body relearn. Or D. TCM adaptive reset. Answer: B. Injector quantity coating calibration, if required. Many systems require coating new injectors so the ECM can correct for flow variations. 22. A charge air cooler test reveals a 5 psi drop in 15 seconds at 20 psi test pressure. This indicates A. Normal leakage. B. Excessive leakage, repair or replace. C. Stuck turbo wastegate. Or D. EGR cooler leak. Answer: B. Excessive leakage, repair or replace. Explanation: pressure decay indicates leaks. CAC leaks cause low boost, black smoke, and high EGTs. 23. An SCR system shows high tailpipe NOx with normal upstream NOx. DEF quality is new and correct. Likely cause: A. Failed downstream NOx sensor causing false low readings. B. SCR catalyst efficiency low or degraded. C. DPF differential sensor hose off. Or D. EGR valve stuck closed. Answer: B. SCR catalyst efficiency low or degraded. If dosing and upstream NOx are normal, yet outlet NOx remains high, the SCR catalyst may be ineffective. 24. Which tool is safest for relieving residual common rail fuel pressure before service?
A. Crack a rail line while idling. B. Wait 5 minutes after shutdown. C. Scan tool commanded pressure release or HP pump de-energize. Or D. Pinch a return hose. Answer. C. Scan tool commanded pressure release or HP pump de-energize. Explanation. Use OEM procedure to safely depressurize, never open lines under pressure. 25. A diesel with dual batteries is wired in parallel. What system voltage should you expect engine off? A. 6 volts. B. 12 volts. C. 24 volts. Or D. 36 volts. Answer. B. 12 volts. Explanation. Parallel keeps voltage at 12 volts while increasing available cold cranking amps.
26. Engine oil analysis shows fuel dilution above spec. What is a common cause? A. DEF contamination. B. EGR cooler failure. C. Leaking injector nozzle or extended post-injection for regens. D. Low coolant temperature. Answer C. Leaking injector nozzle or extended post-injection for regens. Explanation. Excess fuel can wash into the crankcase from nozzle leak or late injections used for DPF regen, if excessive. 27. A stuck-open thermostat in a diesel can cause A. Elevated NOx. B. Inability to complete active regeneration. C. Low oil pressure. D. Overboost. Answer B. Inability to complete active regeneration. Explanation. Low coolant temps reduce exhaust heat, preventing regen and causing DPF accumulation. 28. Which statement about cetane is true? A. Higher cetane increases knock tendency. B. Higher cetane shortens ignition delay and smooths cold starts. C. Cetane is an octane equivalent. D. Low cetane increases NOx reduction. Answer B. Higher cetane shortens ignition delay and smooths cold starts. Explanation. Cetane relates to diesel ignition quality. Higher values ignite more readily. 29. A diesel exhibits surging and hissing with sooty streaks around the exhaust manifold. Which is likely? A. Inlet restriction. B. Exhaust leak upstream from turbo. C. DEF line leak. D. EGR valve stuck closed. Answer B. Exhaust leak upstream from turbo. Explanation. Pre-turbo leaks reduce turbine drive, create hiss and soot marks, and cause low boost. 30. The most direct indicator of DPF soot loading for control purposes is A. Upstream EGT only. B. DPF differential pressure. C. DEF tank level. D. Ambient temperature. Answer B. DPF differential pressure. Explanation. Differential pressure across the DPF correlates to restriction or soot accumulation. 31. A balance rate on a common rail diesel cylinder is high positive at idle. This suggests A. Cylinder is contributing too much torque. B. ECM is adding fuel to raise that cylinder's contribution. C. ECM is subtracting fuel for that cylinder. Or D. Nothing, normal behavior. The correct answer is B. ECM is adding fuel to raise that cylinder's contribution. The explanation is positive balance rate means ECM adds fuel to compensate for a weak cylinder. 32. During forced regen, which parameter should rise significantly? A. Rail pressure. B. Intake manifold pressure. C. EGTs upstream of DPF.
or D, DEF tank temperature only? The correct answer is C, EGTs upstream of DPF. The explanation is elevated EGTs are required to oxidize soot in the DPF. 33. A grid heater system draws very high current. A proper diagnostic step is A. Measure resistance in circuit with power applied. B. Perform voltage drop tests across the main relay and cables. C. Back probe with a test light across the element. Or D. Jump the relay with a paperclip. The correct answer is B. Perform voltage drop tests across the main relay and cables. The explanation is high current circuits should be checked with voltage drop under load to find weak connections. 34. An engine shows PIDs MAF low, MAP normal, desired EGR 0%, EGR flow low code, likely root cause. A. EGR valve stuck open. B. Stuck closed EGR valve. C. MAF sensor contamination or underreporting. Or D. High fuel rail pressure. The correct answer is C. MAF sensor contamination or underreporting. The explanation is EGR flow is inferred from drop in MAF. A low reading MAF can fool the ECM into EGR low logic. 35. After injector replacement, there's a fuel odor and wetness near the injector top. Engine runs rough. Most likely, A. Nozzle tip crack. B. Return or leak off line not seated or damaged seal. C. Rail pressure sensor faulty. Or D. Lift pump overpressurizing. The correct answer is B. Return or leak off line not seated or damaged seal. The explanation is return lines at injector tops can leak and cause rough running or air ingestion.
36. A diesel has high crankcase pressure and oil leaks after turbo install. What should be checked? A. EGR cooler temp. B. PCV-CCV crankcase ventilation system restriction. C. DEF injector tip. D. DPF pressure sensor lines. Answer B. PCV-CCV crankcase ventilation system restriction. Explanation: restricted CCV raises crankcase pressure, forcing oil out seals. 37. Which step helps prevent air intrusion during fuel filter service? A. Drain the tank first. B. Pre-fill the new filter with clean diesel, if manufacturer allows, and prime system. C. Install filter dry only. D. Disconnect battery. Answer B. Pre-fill the new filter with clean diesel if manufacturer allows and prime system. Explanation: following OEM procedure to prime prevents hard starts and pump damage. 38. A no start after running out of fuel on a common rail diesel is most often resolved by A. Replacing injectors. B. Forcing regen. C. Performing the OEM priming/bleeding procedure to remove air. D. Replacing the MAF sensor. Answer C. Performing the OEM priming/bleeding procedure to remove air. Explanation: air must be purged from the supply and high pressure sides to restore pressure. 40. A failing CP high pressure pump may produce A. High rail pressure codes. B. Metal debris in fuel system and low rail pressure. C. DPF efficiency codes only. D. No effect on operation. Answer B. Metal debris in fuel system and low rail pressure. Explanation: internal pump failure sheds metal, contaminating rails and injectors and dropping pressure. 41. A swirl valve actuator fault will most affect A. High load power only. B. Cold idle quality and low speed torque. C. DEF dosing. D. Battery charge rate. Answer B. Cold idle quality and low speed torque. Explanation: swirl control improves mixture at low speed and idle for stable combustion. 41. A diesel sets a code for intake air heater stuck on. What symptom can occur? A. Overboost. B. Melted intake components battery drain. C. DEF crystal buildup. D. High oil pressure. Answer: B. Melted intake components battery drain. Explanation: heaters draw large current and generate significant heat. Stuck on can damage components and drain batteries. 42. Technician A says a faulty coolant temp sensor can cause extended glow plug operation. Technician B says it can affect DPF regen timing. Who is correct? A. A only. B. B only. C. Both A and B. D. Neither. Answer: C. Both A and B. Explanation: ECT informs preheat logic and thermal modeling for regen, enable, and strategy. 43. Excessive white smoke with coolant loss and rising coolant reservoir level during running suggests A. Overfueling. B. EGR cooler leak. C. DEF contamination. D. Failed math. Answer: B. EGR cooler leak. Explanation: coolant can enter intake via a failed EGR cooler, causing white steam or smoke and coolant loss. 44. What's the safest practice for testing a high-current glow plug circuit? A. Use a small jumper wire to bypass the fuse. B. Replace the relay with a fused jumper and monitor current. C. Short the circuit to ground. D. Measure amperage with a properly rated clamp meter. Answer: D. Measure amperage with a properly rated clamp meter. Explanation: a DC clamp meter measures current safely without opening the circuit. 45. DEF system sets poor quality code after recent refill from a questionable container. First step: A. Replace NOx sensors. B. Drain and refill DEF with certified fluid, clear lines if contaminated. C. Force regen. D. Replace SCR catalyst. Answer: B. Drain and refill DEF with certified fluid, clear lines if contaminated. Explanation: off-spec DEF triggers quality codes. Correct by restoring proper fluid. 46. A diesel has good power but shows excessive boost and frequent overboost codes. Wastegate/VGT commands look normal. Likely cause: A. Restricted exhaust downstream of turbo. B. CAC leak. C. Low rail pressure. D. Open glow plug circuit. Answer: A. Restricted exhaust downstream of turbo. Explanation: back pressure can drive the turbine harder, causing unintended boost increases. 47. An engine with extended oil change intervals shows accelerated turbo bearing wear. Contributing factor: A. High cetane fuel. B. Soot-laden oil reducing lubrication. C. DEF overdosing. D. Low coolant level only. Answer: B. Soot-laden oil reducing lubrication. Explanation: diesel soot thickens oil and abrades bearings. Timely oil service is critical for turbo life. 48. After replacing the fuel filter, the engine idles fine but stumbles on hard acceleration. Suspect: A. Incorrect filter, flow restriction, or trapped air under high demand. B. Bad O2 sensor. C. EGR stuck open. D. Low cetane fuel only. Answer: A. Incorrect filter, flow restriction, or trapped air under high demand. Explanation: a wrong or plugged filter or residual air can starve the pump at high load. 49. A vehicle complains of frequent D-rate messages and limited power. SCR system has active NOx efficiency code. What is most likely to occur until repaired? A. No change, message only. B. Progressive torque and speed reduction per OBD strategy.
C. Immediate engine shutdown. D. DPF removal by ECM. Answer B. Progressive torque and speed reduction per OBD strategy. Explanation: many systems derate to enforce emissions compliance when SCR faults persist. 50. During diagnosis of a no start, rail pressure reaches spec but injector activation is absent. Security key warning is illuminated. Next step: A. Replace injectors. B. Program keys/resolve immobilizer fault. C. Replace crank sensor. D. Force regen to clear codes. Answer B. Program keys/resolve immobilizer fault. Explanation: immobilizer inhibits injection even if rail pressure is present. Correct security fault first.
Thanks so much for studying with us today. I hope these practice questions helped boost your confidence and sharpen your skills. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next study session. You can click the links on screen right now to watch another study video and keep your learning going. I'll see you over there.